Hello everyone, and welcome to a very special episode. For you see, I've been sitting here the past week or so, just wondering, breaking my brain, thinking what should I talk about? What movie is worth my time in that way? With such a variety available right now, it should be easy. I mean, we have movies, we have action movies right now, monster movies, Bollywood, Disney. F1 has been out for like 6 months, why not? But to put it simply, folks, none of these movies were just radical enough for me to talk about. That is until not one, but 4 champions arose to the occasion. With pizza in hands and a pocket full of shell puns, the Ninja Turtles are here to save the day. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles follows the story of Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael, 4 brothers learning an ancient form of Kung Fu from their master, Splinter. But what if something were to happen to Splinter? Do the boys have what it takes to rise to the occasion and save the day on their own? I loved every single aspect of this movie. Everything from the creepy movement of the animatronic turtle mouths to just how strangely wet and dripping with sweat these puppets always were. I remember it like it was yesterday, because it was. We were in the movies, and as soon as that title screen pops up, as soon as that 90s synth upbeat bam, 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 I just start dancing. I can't help myself. And I like to sit in the back row right in front of the projector too. That way I can just bam, 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 and everyone has to watch my silhouette and dance with me. And if they don't, they miss the movie. And it's so funny how they set up the story too, because, you know, they're kicking butt, they're eating pizza, everything you expect and love from the Turtles. And then out of nowhere, Master Splinter's just like, hey, I'm not going to be here very long. I'm going to be gone someday. So be good. And then literally like within 12 hours he gets kidnapped and tortured. And all the characters are so expressive and there's so much personality. It just feels like such a lived in world by the time you're already introduced. You just already feel everybody's connections. They're a real family, which makes it all the more real and feel more impactful when Shredder does come in. Shredder is an insane motherfucker in this movie. He's such a good villain because there's no joking with Shredder. He literally has an army of child soldiers that he gives just all the beer and cigarettes and weed, everything that they want, so that he can brain rot them so they'll become ninjas for him. The Shredder backstory is one of the best parts in the whole movie because they're talking about how Shredder, because it just goes back to anything with Splinter, I should say. Master Splinter has the best parts for his backstories because they show him as just a little puppet rat, and he's just a normal rat who's learning Kung Fu in his cage by copying his owner, just doing Kung Fu kicks and karate chops, so that when Shredder comes and kills his master, he fights as a normal rat. He kicks Shredder's ass to the point that Shredder has a lifelong fear of one rat in particular. Splinter is the whole reason that Shredder even covers his face. He does it because he's ashamed of the scars that he got from just a normal rat karate kicking him in the face. You know, I think Splinter needs to be examined a little more thoroughly because even in his backstory, he never touched the ooze that the Turtles were all in, that made them transform. He already had this mind where he could do karate as a normal rat, and then he just evolved with the Turtles. There seems to be some kind of Shin Godzilla evolving to every environment. I feel like Master Splinter could become omnipotent if Shredder doesn't stop him. I even liked the whole the moral messaging of the movie. Like, hey parents, show your kids some attention so they don't join the Foot Clan. All in all, this movie would be the definition of a blast from the past. It's especially cool watching these old movies compared to everything else that's out right now and just seeing how far cinema has come or fallen in the past 35 years. I just feel lucky that we live in a day and age right now where this weekend in particular, at least, all the planets have aligned. If you were gonna go see a movie, there's something for everybody out there. Every genre, every variety, every fetish. And if that fetish is turtles kicking ass, then I give this movie an official Cowabunga dudes out of 10. Thanks for watching, everybody.